Right, we're back. Project KFC, of course. What are we doing today then? Hopefully we're going to try and find the source of the AC leak. So ever since I bought this car, the air conditioning didn't work. A few videos ago I noticed that the fan was broke. One of the main wires was broke on it. So I replaced the fan itself. It had all corroded, and I actually got a new radiator pack. So I just swapped out the fan. The fan now works, but the AC still does not work. So I thought, oh, maybe it's just out of gas. So I took it for a recharge, and air conditioning recharge, and they said that you have a leak. They put some nitrogen through the system and it wasn't holding pressure. It all just leaked out. They said it's only a very slight leak, but we have a leak. So hopefully today I'm going to try and get to the bottom of it. As always then, before we get into things, do me a massive favour, give this video a like. It really does help me out, and it lets me know that you want to see more videos on this car. As torturous as it may be working on this car, I think you guys enjoy the video, so as long as you keep liking these videos, I'll continue making the videos. Now, how am I gonna try and detect a leak in the AC system? Well, the fact that they put air into the system to detect a leak, the fact that they put nitrogen in and they can see that it's not holding pressure, obviously you can't really see where the air is coming from. If you just put air in, you can hopefully try and listen to it, but it doesn't really give you a visual indicator. Now, I know some people put a dye through the system, and now of course you run the system up and hopefully you see the dye leaking out. Well, I've got a much simpler solution. So I'm going to use my smoke tester. Hopefully this works. By the way, if you want to get yourself one of these, there will be a link down in the description box below. It's not a sponsored video, but great bit of kit. I've used it a bunch of times now to detect a number of different leaks, and yeah, seems to work quite well. So hopefully it's going to work quite well today. But yeah, essentially what I'm going to do is just disconnect one of the AC lines. No worry about any freon or anything escaping, because it's all leaked out. So I'm just going to disconnect one of the lines, plug it with the smoke leak detector, and then see if we have any smoke leaking out. And I think the easiest line to get to would probably be one of these ones here, where it goes into the condenser. Now, I have a feeling these have been off before. Now, it's not as bad now, but when I bought the car, this was like all covered in oil over here, which when it's covered in oil, that's usually an indicator that the oil has somehow escaped out. So could this actually be our leak here? I don't know, but yeah, we're probably going to take the top one off, just get a Allen key in there, or a Allen socket in there, probably a 6mm. Take that out, plug one side, and then we'll get the smoke machine connected onto the other side. Okay, that's the Allen bolt removed, and this line should just pull off, he says. It's a bit stuck. I'm gonna have to try and get a pry bar on there or something just to pry it off. This is pretty stuck. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it wants to lever off there. I don't know if it's maybe the pipe back here is stopping it from moving back. Maybe it just needs unclipping. So I'm just going to get the air box out of the way. It's really easy to do. Just literally two 10mm bolts, and then just disconnect it from the intake hose here, and then unplug the MAF sensor. And then yeah, we'll see what's going on with the pipe. Okay, so even with the air box out of the way and unclipping the pipe from all of its clips, it still seems very stuck on there. So if I pry this off, it's either going to break or it's going to come away as it should. But it's literally levering the entire radiator pack forward. So I kind of don't want to break any of that. Why am I hearing gas escape? There shouldn't be any in the system, unless that's just a little bit of nitrogen that's still left in there. Hope this isn't the spray oil everywhere. There we go. Yeah, I'd imagine that's probably just a little bit of nitrogen that's still left in. Right, finally got it off anyway. That was bloody stuck on there. O-ring still looks to be in good condition though. These can go a little bit white and crispy after a while. Okay, let's what should we do? Let's plug this end on the pipe, but we'll just, I don't know, put a bung over it or something, a bit of tape or something, and then we'll just insert the smoke machine into the condenser itself, and yeah, see what happens. Okay, so I think we're ready. Just have this side taped over and have a zip tie on there as well. Hopefully that holds. And then I have the condenser plugged up with a line that runs to the smoke machine into the back, and I have this hooked up, one to the positive, and then it needs to be one to the negative or the ground. And we turn it on and we should start producing smoke now. By the way, if you're not sure how this works, essentially you just put some oil in, like some baby oil, and then it heats it up and turns it into smoke. As you can see, we have some smoke, so let's plug this in. Okay, it's not a tight fitting, so I'm just going to hold it on there. I was kind of expecting to see some smoke from the condenser, if I'm honest. That's usually where they leak. Cannot see any at all. I don't know if this is going to make any difference, but what I'm going to do now is do the opposite, so try and feed smoke through the line instead of through the condenser. Like I said, it shouldn't make any difference because the whole system should be just a big loop. But I'm really quite confused right now. If we have a leak, we should be seeing a leak. Strange. Okay, yeah, I'm really confused right now. This thing has been running for a good 5 or 10 minutes. Securely fitted onto that end, and then the condenser end is well and truly plugged. No smoke escaping from there. Still can't see any leaks. What is going on? So, where do I now go from here? Like I said, I was expecting to see a leak of some sort. I mean, there has to be a leak. It's, you know, the gas has obviously gone somewhere. They've done a test. The nitrogen has slowly leaked out from somewhere. So why can't I find it by doing a smoke test? We have more than enough smoke coming out. I've, you know, pulled the line off numerous times and smoke just comes bellowing out of here. But we just can't see any smoke leaking from anywhere. It seems to be holding pretty good pressure. You know, when I took the bung out of the condenser, like I took that out and then it just sort of blew a load of air out. But yeah, I don't know why, you know, why we can't see a leak of any kind. So yeah, what should I do now? Do I perform another test and hope that we get different results? Do I just go ahead and replace the AC condenser. I mean, there's not really a whole lot else that can fail in the AC system. Well, there is a lot of things that can fail, but there's not usually many things that tend to fail, you know, when it comes to a leak. I mean, yes, you know, some of the O-rings could perish and you could have a leak that way, but it's not very likely. You know, usually the most typical place for an AC leak is the condenser, because it gets hit by you know, rocks and things that fly up, and I can see there is quite a lot of like dents in it right now, so that's usually what happens. Usually the fins get damaged, it creates a small opening, and then your gas leaks out. But yeah, I'm pretty stumped with this one. Leave suggestions down below what you think I should do next, because I do want AC to be, you know, I do want the AC to be working in this car. Yeah, it's not quite needed yet, but give it a couple of months when it's 30 degrees and I'm going to be absolutely baking. So yeah, kind of need the AC to be working in this car. I want to thank you all for watching anyway. Give this video a like, leave a comment down below like I said, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.